Let's be honest about this. It's a crazy and completely unfair world that we live in. But what exactly is it that makes it unfair? Is it our perspective on life? Is it that we see others achieving far more than us when we know that we deserve just as much? Looking back through life, it's not hard to take note of one thing that may have stopped you from achieving a lot of goals and such. What is this one thing? Self-doubt, synonymous with low self-esteem or lack of self-confidence. A simple lack of self-confidence can prevent you from doing so many great things in life. Things like meeting new people, going on dates, trying new activities, overcoming fearful obstacles, and so on. Trust me, I know. I've spent my whole life dealing with self-esteem, or rather, a lack thereof. That was until I put my foot down and decided to make changes. I was sick of being held down, living a boring life, being afraid of new experiences. It was then that I realized it was just that. You see, low self-esteem and confidence primarily stem from the absence of experience in one's life. Our mind trains us to be comfortable in most cases. It's easier to live in the known than it is to live in the unknown. But that raises some obvious questions. What about the people that are risk takers? What about the people that are always out there trying new things and meeting new people? Why don't they have self-esteem issues? The truth is, they often do, or did at one time or another. The way to combat self-esteem issues is to adjust your mindset and your thinking. Your frame of mind and the approach you have towards life play a major role in the level of self-confidence that you possess. To avoid the plague of self-doubt, you have to constantly expose yourself to the experiences that life has to offer. In the end, you have far less to lose by trying things than you do by missing out when you deny yourself the experience. That's when the main problem arises as it comes to dealing with self-esteem and improving it. How can you change your perspective to give you the life you deserve? Not surprisingly, this isn't difficult to do at all. Starting off, you have to be committed to the shift in perspective. Open-minded is the term that fits the bill here. Understanding the psychology and science behind why you think the way you do is actually a major key to pursuing this kind of change in lifestyle and mindset. So, how do you go about doing all of this without stressing out and making things worse? The ideal solution is to have something that's been written by somebody who's been in your exact position. Somebody that knows the ins and outs of low self-esteem. I dedicated tons of time to finding a variable solution. I did research, I talked to professionals, and I flipped my lack of self-esteem around entirely. Through this entire process, I ended up compiling everything that has helped me and countless others. No matter who you are, where you are, or what you do, this variable system will work for you to improve your self-esteem and give you the life you deserve. Just learn all of the details, see a chapter breakdown, and download your package on the page below. So, let's look at the signs that you might be having a panic attack. The following list gives telltale warnings of an oncoming panic attack. Palpitations, a pounding heart or an accelerated heart rate, sweating, trembling or shaking, shortness of breath, a choking sensation, chest pain or discomfort, nausea or stomach cramps, derealization, a feeling of unreality, fear of losing control or going crazy, fear of dying, numbness or tingling sensation in your face and limbs, chills or hot flashes. You would be surprised at how many people go to the hospital emergency room completely sure that they are having a heart attack, only to find out it's a panic attack. They're that intense. It's very difficult for your loved ones to imagine or even understand what you are going through when you have a panic attack. They may lose patience with you, tell you to get over it, or think you're faking. It may help if you show them the following scenario. You're standing in line at the grocery store. It's been a long wait, but there's only one customer to go before you make it to the cashier. Wait, what was that? An unpleasant feeling forms in your throat. Your chest feels tighter. Now a sudden shortness of breath. And what do you know? Your heart skips a beat. Please, God, not here. You make a quick scan of the territory. Is it threatening? 4 unfriendly faces are behind you and 1 person is in front. Pins and needles seem to prick you through your left arm. You feel slightly dizzy, and then the explosion of fear as you dread the worst. You are about to have a panic attack. There is no doubt in your mind now that this is going to be a big one. Okay, time for you to focus. You know how to deal with this. At least you hope you do. Start breathing deeply, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Think relaxing thoughts. And again, while breathing in, think, relax, and then breathe out. But it doesn't seem to be having any positive effect. In fact, just concentrating on breathing is making you feel self-conscious and more uptight.